my people. Let me show you something real quick. This has nothing to do with anything, but where's this button at? Can you see this out my window? It's like a foot of snow. It's kind of ridiculous. And we've had one of those days. Anyway, my people, I wanted to talk about, there's a post in the group, Gozika, is that how you pronounce your name? I apologize. Mentioned or asked where we get confidence from. And a lot of people, clearly a lot of members in this group, have expressed this not necessarily a strong point of theirs, being confident or, intentionally growing in confidence. And I think, number one, I think that's a very common problem in the copywriter community, in the Black copywriter community, and almost any community that you can find. Confidence seems to be reserved for the few, and the rest of us kind of struggle with it. And interestingly, for me, it's been I don't know. I grew up feeling like I was a very shy person, but I was always confident in something. And when I became a copywriter, which was a long time ago, I definitely was not confident, and it took me a long time to get confident. And even sometimes now and then, I still have those moments where doubt creeps in, and I'm just like anybody else. So I just want to say I have three kind of thoughts. I just put P's on them, but make them P's so they're memorable maybe. And I just made this up, but they're actually true things that I found to be effective for me, and I believe will be effective for you. So number one, this is so obvious, but you need to keep this in mind, is practice. We can be confident in things that we spend time. If we spend time developing the skills and developing the knowledge, developing the experience that we have on any given thing. So it's so easy to forget how many reps we put in, how much time we spent developing these skills, how much time we spent practicing our craft, how much time we've dedicated to observing what's going on in the world around us and what works and what doesn't work. And so you got to practice. And just remember, I guess, practice makes progress. And so there's that. But just know that if you're practicing, there is a reason to be confident, have some confidence, the foundation for confidence, because you're already doing better than many people who won't practice are doing. So I know we're not supposed to compare ourselves with other people, but that's a way to remind yourself the other people are not doing this. And so my practice puts me in a position of to be confident. It puts me in a place to be confident. So that's number one. Not like I said, not like a super secret, but it is a real thing. Number two, this is a little bit deeper. For me, let me tell you a story about me. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's connection to purpose. If you know, or at least if you believe that you have been placed on this earth to do something, then you don't even have to be confident in yourself. Confidence in yourself is good, but you can have confidence in God who put you here to do this thing. You can have confidence in your purpose that you've been placed here to do. And so I remember years ago, this is many years ago, maybe 10 years ago, probably not 10, but close to it. I was frustrated with things not going my way. I was struggling to get clients. I was struggling to get paid what I wanted to get paid. And, with my family, we can't afford to have money not coming in the door. And I remember I got sick and tired, and I was like, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Copywriting sounded like a great idea, but I don't want to do it. I'm gonna give up. And I did give up for like 3 weeks, 3 weeks, and I just felt the itch. I felt the urge, like I'm supposed to be doing this, right? And even if the variations may be a little bit different, right? Did God put me on this earth to be a direct response copywriter? I'm not 100% confident that that's the specific thing that he gave me to do. But I know that writing is in there. It's a skill that he gave me. It's a passion that he's given me, and he's opened so many doors for me to do this. I know that that's is connected to my purpose. So I'm very willing to be led to be right on the right path. But my point is this: if you believe that your purpose is connected to this thing, writing or helping businesses, helping other people communicate better, helping other people make more money, if you believe that's part of your purpose, then you can have confidence in the person who gave you that purpose. And so then if he knew what he was doing when he put me here, if he knew what he was doing when he created me, then all I got to do is show up and do my best and trust him. And that's a place for a lot of confidence. You just have to remember it. And then if your purpose is something different, you got to figure out how to shift into that thing so you can be confident in that. And if this is a side hustle while you do your other passion, because your other passion, or your purpose rather, is not paying, then that it is what it is. But practice and then your connecting to your purpose are two places for confidence. And then number 3, which I kind of mentioned already, is what I call positioning. You've put yourself in a position to succeed. Now, I like I said, I mentioned it because I said you're doing what other people are not willing to do. If you've read one copywriting book, just one, you're already in the upper echelons of human beings. You may not be a top tier copywriter yet, but you're already better than most everybody in the world at copywriting, and you're better than most entrepreneurs at copywriting. So you can help somebody if you read one book, if you sat down and written one sample email, if you've helped one client, you're already positioned to help. You're already positioned to be of use to somebody else. And so you got to hold on to that and realize you've done more than one. You've read multiple books, you've listened to the podcasts and the interviews, and you've probably bought courses and read ebooks, and you've partnered up with people. You're in the Black Copywriter Coalition, so you're connecting with other copywriters and asking questions and sharing your wins. And so you put yourself in a position, which is all you can do, is put yourself in a position to succeed, put in the work, the practice, and that's it. That's all you can do. So emotionally, I don't know what that does for you, but I can tell you that is true. If you remember, I'm continually putting myself in a position to be successful at this. I'm putting myself in a position other people are not putting themselves in. And if that's not true, then guess what? You can decide right now, I'm going to do what it takes to position myself for success, and realize, it's coming day by day. I'm not going to be perfect today. Who said that? Somebody else in the comments said that. Maybe it was Barry. Just realize all you can do is the best you can do. But that's just true of anything. So I want to say one other thing, and then I'll probably get out of here. But it's like anything else. I remember writing a blog post some years ago, and it was about yearbooks. You look at old pictures of yourself, and it's embarrassing. Say, why did I wear those clothes? Why was my hair cut that way? Why was I so skinny? Why was I so whatever nerdy? You're embarrassed by the things that the characteristics you had and the behavior you had in your past. But the fact is, as a copywriter, that's going to be true anyway. When you go 5 years in the future and you look back, you're going to be embarrassed by how you the skill level you had today. It's just how it is. It's how in anything you look at, you may not be fully embarrassed, but you'll look back and say, "Whoa, I came a long way. I'm so much different than I was." Or you read stuff that you read stuff that you wrote 5 years ago, and you'll say, "Did I write that? When was I ever that sloppy?" And the point is this: anything worth doing is worth being bad at to start. We're going to be bad anyway, when we start. Everyone is. Nobody's born a copywriter. But you start out bad, start today, and you've already started. But if you start today, then realize, it's going to be better tomorrow. You're going to look back and be shocked at your growth. So be confident in that you're growing and that you're where you need to be now, but you're on a path to be where you need to be. And just, you have to kind of remind yourself of those things. So, for me, confidence comes from those things. And then as you begin to accumulate wins, client successes, or even things that are not necessarily considered a success, but you took a swing at it. Sometimes this is an unwinnable situation. But you tried, you came up with a new idea, a clever idea. You showed your strength, you showed your resilience, and you showed your creativity. Did I say creativity twice? You showed your ability to perform under pressure. And then you, like I said, you're gonna look back at yourself and say, wow, that's where we started. Here's where we are now. It's how we all are. We have to start from being bad and get to a point of being good, and get to a point from there of being great. Just stick with it. So that's, for me, that's where confidence comes in. Then after a while, you will have stacked up wins and war stories and battle scars that you're just part of who you are. Winning is part of who you are. And you'll feel confident more naturally. But like I said, sometimes it'll still creep in. I remember Clayton Makepeace said the same thing. He said, 40 years, I've been doing this 40 years. And when I sit down to write, I still get nervous. You're only nervous, right, when you aren't fully confident that you're going to do what you want to do. So if one of the greatest copywriters ever, who did $1 billion in sales, over $1 billion in sales, he still felt nervous after 4 decades of being a professional at this. We're never going to be all the way over. We're never going to be 100% confident. And that's just because it's proof that you want to be great, proof that you want to do well. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't have to be nervous. Like, who cares? I'm just here. I'm just going to do what I got to do. But you care, which is good. And so, the nerves will always be there. Be confident that that feeling of anxiety is not proof of a lack that you have. And it's not any reason to act on the feeling of as if there's something missing. You get to decide what you're going to do. You decide you're going to move forward. And then the nerves oftentimes go away once you're in motion. That's what I found anyway. Just make it's cliche, but make yourself do it. And then you'll find, once you're in motion, you feel better about things. When you're standing on the sidelines and looking, everything looks scary. And you're not really sure what you can do. You're not sure if you're going to be able to, operate as well. You can be able to perform as well as you want. But get out there. Make yourself start. And once you're moving, you'll probably find that you're more capable than you realize. And you just, fear is there when you stand still. And when you walk into the cage, walk into the ring, you'll surprise yourself with what you're capable of doing. And so you can rely on that. And again, nervousness or lack of confidence is a feeling, but we got to act on what we know. And you know that you've got practice. You know where your purpose is, and you know that you position yourself to succeed. And that's all we can do. So I hope that's valuable. It's my take on it, and take it as you like. So I hope it's helpful, and I will talk with you soon.